The question is, if can you hear me? I believe yes. So, it's time to have a race. I'm just checking if the sound is working. Should be. We are starting very soon, and then I will move to the animation thing. Yep. 19 drivers today. And we will go very soon. Brett is the last one to pick the tire. He did, and we are now waiting to go. There we are. I just fixed the settings and we are going with the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the round 6 of the season 5 and F1 division. With new faces on the grid today. Actually, only one face. Okay. I'm just mentioning every single soul in the server and we can go. Say hello in the chat if you are here already. And I'm here to start the race actually. Can't wait, really hope this race is just exciting. Yeah, like the Bahrain Grand Prix was a thing last time. I'm just fixing the Google stuff. Yep, there you go. I need to see the chat. Okay. It should work. Okay. About the new face. It's Finlay, who is a new F1 driver in Ferrari. This is his ERO F1 debut. He did race in F3 in season 3 when it was brand new division. I remember he did only one race. Now he seems to be the first one to be out on track. Let's see if I'm right. No, he has just empty space because we have already a red pole of Guil. Was again a reserve today, now instead of Tobias. Not Marco Botta, who is back today after 4 races of absence. And he is also the first one to start a lap around Yas Marina, which is an F1 circuit since 2019. It has seen a couple of title deciders, such as 2010 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Okay, I had a little lag, but I hope it's nothing major. 2010 it was when Sebastian Vettel has outscored Fernando Alonso by only 2 points to get his first championship. Same we had in 2016, for example, where Lewis Hamilton was pushing so hard to get the victory, but Nico Rosberg has blocked the other drivers that well. He got second, which made him claim the championship in 2016, but later on it's just the season finale, like in 2017, 18, 19 and 20, where on all of the races the championship was already claimed by Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton. This time in the Yarrow we are not making Abu Dhabi as a season finale, as the 6th round. Last season it was around 4, and in season 3 it was around 14. And I have seen that yes, Google has invalidated his lap time. Axel has done it as well, so we are moving to Alpha Tauris of Trust Mike. If you hear the sound, it's just my mouse, which is not working properly recently. Yep, I cannot do a single thing right now, but we will stay with this. What we have, Julian makes 132.8, Trust Mike, his teammate, is 1/10 slower, 1.5 actually. Westhouse is doing 133.5. To compare, as I believe the pole time was 132.9, and my time, which was 6th place, was 133.3. Seems the F3 pole time. But a little bit of comparison before the final laps. We have still 30 minutes to go, and I'll be switching. What is that racing? Loki did try to go into the pit, but it ended up with only his damage. This is interesting. Goyle is trying to make a lap again on the same tires. He hasn't pitted. Meanwhile, Brett is the fastest one currently with 132.6. Right behind him there is Tam Tam, on the way to enter Sector 3. But we'll stay with the Red Bull driver. Just checking if the sound works correctly. Maybe this. If there's any issue with the volume of the sound, just tell me. Meanwhile, Goyle is finishing the lap. And he makes it the fastest one with 132.5. In his ERO debut in Bahrain Grand Prix, which happened last week, he was 4th at the finish line. Well, I suffer a little bit of lags, but I hope these are the last ones. Patrick is on the way to finish the lap as well, but ahead of him there is Yagijan, also on the way to finish. And his lap time is going to be another quick one, as it's going to be 132.6, so it's now front row lockout for Red Bull. Patrick goes P13 with 133.5. The last 3 drivers who haven't done a lap yet, so Loki, Axe and Ferret, are on out laps. Markable heads into the pits. Pricky is there already. So now we are now looking for a driver on the hot lap, and it's definitely not Julian. Goyle has no fuel. Now he has to go to the pits with that. Nobody else is doing a lap, so maybe some facts about the past actually. Let me just turn on the archival standings, because I don't remember everything about the S3 and S4 Grand Prix, I'll be honest with you, in the F1 division, because we'll only tell about that one. Abu Dhabi has got a debut in Season 3 as a track, and on the first race it was plausible winning ahead of Ginger and Julian. This is also one of the deciding races of the season in the terms of championship battle, because Max Rowe had a timing glitch then, and he was placed out of the points even though he finished around the close to the podium. It ended up with himself finishing 6th, plus I believe it was a pole position. Yes, it was a pole position point, and this made him actually a champion. If we didn't repair the points from that race, he would have won. He would still win, but by only 1 point. About the Season 4, it was 2nd race in a row, which was Maxwell's victory. ahead of Axel and Loki, who has now 3 podiums, and these are all third places. Third is now on the way to finish a lap. As now he crosses the line to get 133.6. Give me a bit. Now I'm back. Loki is also about to complete his first hot lap of the session as well. The Racing Point driver has got his penalty from the past, which is a penalty in Singapore, cancelled, making him back on the third place. He has got 3 third places this season. Now he seeks for another one, and there's no better place to do it than repeating it in Abu Dhabi. But he has got invalidated lap time. This makes him going straight to the pits. We have most of the drivers on the round 2 of making the laps. Tam is on the out lap. Who is finishing the lap? It's Haas. But it's one of those on the out lap. Luke is on the out lap as well, so I'm looking for a driver who is about to finish it actually. Brett has just started. Finlay is on the sector 2. Trustmike has given up. So it seems it's Max or close to the line. Okay, but he suffers a little bit of lag. It's actually desynchronized, or it's just AI going. He has done 133.3, I hope. His connection will be back to proper very soon. I'm now going to check the Racing Point. No, video is just starting. Tam is on the sector 2, so we will switch into the Ferrari or Alfa Romeo. Axe is heading into the pits. I cannot find a single soul on the hot lap. This is the problem. Marco Botta improves himself by 0.3 of a second, but still is the last out of the drivers who have done a lap. Finlay has gone second with 132.6. And Julian is in sector 2 pushing. I'm back to the chat. We have 6 minutes to go in the qualifying. As you can see, Champ is heading into the pits with a Red Bull driver, Guil. But there is also Julian finishing a lap. Hello, Shosty. Julian goes third with 132.667. I believe that Vils is trying to make 2 laps in a row. Because he has hot lap ERS mode not anymore. So this means he has done a lap on 132.8, making him P7. But Tamtam also invalidates his lap. Luke is on the in lap, so Tamtam will not improve from the position number 12. Also, Patrick has invalidated, so actually nobody is on the hot lap right now. Ferret is on the way to start. Or actually he has invalidated. Or no, he doesn't. He is just going slow. About the tires, if you see, everyone's on softs. No exception. And he's cutting the cone. Continuing, there's Axe going out of the pits. The Season 1 runner-up has not finished. This has not completed a lap today yet. I don't know what does it mean at the chat, but I will continue. I know I have been silent for a few seconds, but here is Ferret starting a lap, the Turkish one in the Bahrain. Finished the race for the first time, outside of the points, but still very close to the grid, which was battling all the race long. Ferret, why are you on the old sauce, by the way? Meanwhile, Marco Botta has started the lap as well. We're going through the chicane, starting the sector 3 with Ferret, which makes his lap invalidated. He was locking up a couple of times. Now, he barely has time to make another one. He cannot pit. Finlay cuts the corner, but we are with Marco Botta. Starting the sector 3. He's improving himself by 1/10 of a second so far. Ferret retires from the session in the pits. And now Marco Botta does not improve himself. Stays P17. There's also Axe about to finish. Oh, that was very close between him and one of the Mercedes drivers. It was probably Patrick. But Axe finishes the lap to get position number 11. And I believe that the incident with Patrick messed up his lap a bit. Loki starts his lap as well with Kafir right behind, who decides not to complete his lap. Or I think he has done it already. We have 5 seconds left. Goyle starts because I can't see himself improving. And if you ask if I don't see somebody making the lap worse, I just have the chat on the place of telemetry. But Jagishan has done the fastest lap of 1:32.4. Doesn't mean he will get second pole position of the season. Milan is on the way to finish as well. Same as Finlay, who doesn't make a lap anymore. And he lets other people by. Julian locks up. But he continues going. Thanks, Michael, for the new subscriber. I have seen that on the notifications. Meanwhile, Julian crosses the line to get third, and meanwhile, Brett has also done the fastest lap of the qualifying session. Remember, we still have Guil on the way to finish. Brett is over 1/10 ahead of Jaki Jan. As Guil is now crossing the line, and his position is going to be second with 1:32.4. Patrick will not finish lap, same as Javier, and we have done the qualifying session. So it seems we have ended with Brett and Goy on the front row, then we have Yakishan and Julian, and on the third Finlay and Trustmike. That's how the qualifying session went. And here's the final standings of the qualifying. Brett, of course, won with 1/10 ahead of Guil. We have seen that before. Then we have Jagijan, Julian, Finlay, Trustmike, Champ, Patrick. These are the drivers who have finished the lap in less than 5/10 of difference with the pole sitter. Then we have Tam Tam, Vilsu, Javier, Axe, Wester, Maxru, Luke, Loki, Tricky, Ferret, and Mark Botta. Hello, Jarlian. So, you just have seen the starting grid. And we are now going to the race. If you just heard something, it was me peacefully drinking water before a race. Because in Abu Dhabi, which is kind of a hot country, we need a lot of it. Yep, this was me. Never mind. Let's finally go with the qualifying. Or I mean the race. Fans are rooting on the stand, we can see over the garage. And we are going with the formation lap. At this point, I want to remind you about the F1 league standings so far. As it's Julian on the lead with 65 points, just 1 point ahead of Brett, who has 64. Then, in the third place we have Virzu, after a win in Australia and third place in Bahrain, taking it on the last corner from Guil. He has 39 points. Then we have two drivers with 40, which is Axe and Patrick. Luke has 38, same as Jagijan. Then we have again two drivers with 37 points, Tobias and Loki, but Tobias seems will not improve his amount of points today, because he isn't racing. And then in 10th place we have Tamtam and Fofana with 21 points. Fofana is a retired driver, unfortunately. So this is the top 10, and I have closed the tab before I reminded myself to tell the constructors as well. It's Racing Point who are the leaders with 86 points, then we have AlphaTauri 80, 73 points belong to Red Bull, and then we have 59 points Ferrari, 51 Haas, 50 Alfa Romeo, 49 Mercedes, 27 it has Renault, 21 McLaren, and 13 belong to Williams. As you can see, the gap between the leader and the last one is 73 points. It isn't that much. Considering especially that in other divisions there are dominating teams and teams who cannot score a single point. Now we are about to start, because as you can see, Brett is already in the sector 3. We are now about to approach the grid and set the cars on the field. 2 Renaults are probably going to watch the battles. Just reminding that in all other divisions we had at least 1 driver span on the first corner. I hope this will not happen here, but we will see. There's only 1 Williams missing today. And now we are about to start the Grand Prix of Abu Dhabi. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix in Yas Marina. Brett has pulled off very well, and ahead of Guil he is, same as the Argijan. So both of the top 3 cars have set on the same places as they were on the grid. Then we have Julian, Finlay, Trustmike, Champ, and many more drivers. I don't see any single spin right now. As also the standings were glitched kind of a bit. We have some will-to-will battles into the chicane and the hairpin, including Tam Tam trying to go down the inside of Vilzu, yellow flags sector 2, but they have disappeared as quickly as they appeared. Tam Tam, he's on DRS, not DRS, but he's on slipstream on Vilzu. Also you see that Trustmike is trying to make a move on Finlay for the 5th. He doesn't manage to make it yet, but you can also see that Vilzu is very close to Patrick. Maybe we'll try to make a move, but Patrick is trying it on Champ. That was close, there was a contact. But both drivers stay on the same places. Also we can see that Racing Point of Floki fights Wester and he loses 1 place at least. There's another place lost. America Bota is going will to will with the Racing Point driver to make a move round the outside into P15. But Loki fights back, still loses another place, and he stays P16. Then we have Max, Ferret and Luke on the last 3 places. And Brett keeps the lead after lap 1. He's also doing the fastest lap as well. As you can see, there is lap 3, but it isn't. Yagjan is kind of ghosting only because of the glitch. Maxro is in the pits already, so there has been some kind of wing damage. Luke overtakes also Ferret for the P17. They keep going will to will. And the one to win this battle is a Ferrari of Luke. No! Ferret is now going ahead. He's on hard tires now. So he'll have a longer stint, but he'll be slower on the first laps at least. Let's see the tires by the way. Guil already has a 3-second time penalty. So the top 10 is on softs, the rest is on mediums, except Ferret who is on hards. Marco Botta is the second driver to get a penalty. There has been a wing damage, so something had to happen between himself and Pricky. There is a virtual safety car for the first time in the race. Is this a chance for Julian or Reagision to get close to the top 2? Because you can see that Guil is over 1.5 of a second ahead of Reagision. Maybe now it's 1.4, but estimating it's sometimes even 2 seconds. DRS is back enabled, so it will be enabled very soon because of the glitch. Anyway, there are green flags again, and we're going again. So currently there are 2 more drivers to make the pit stop. Ferret de Sosa has barely overtook them, and there's a battle going into the pits between Tamtam and Marco Botta there has been couple of contacts, and this wasn't Tamtam, this was Tricky, and the one to finish ahead is the Dutch. We'll see, because both of them are changing their wings. We're coming back to the front. As Julian has finally DRS on Yagijan. The Turkish driver hasn't won a race yet, but he has scored a couple of podiums, such as second place in Season 4 and third place in Baku, including pole position. Julian is now trying to make a move on the Turkish driver, and he goes for it on the third place. Also fastest sector 2, sorry. Gul is very close to it, but he has a penalty of 3 seconds. So he has to get at least 3 seconds ahead of Brett in terms to win the race. Prime Vilzo is right behind Patrick still. He's really looking for that overtake. Maxor gets the first 3-second time penalty of the race for him today. Brett makes the fastest lap again. Now it's Julian doing it. Look at 3 seconds. We have seen already 4 penalties within 4 laps. The drivers continue going. And we have the lap 4 with Vilzo fighting for position number 8. And is he going to make an overtake on the Romanian? Not yet. I have already been reported, by the way, about the incident with Pricky. And there's already a report posted, so I think I will not mind watching it when it comes to nothing happens. But now Vilzo is trying to make a move on Patrick. And he doesn't make a move anyway, he stays P9. Champ is very close to Trust Mike. This might be a battle incoming. Because AlphaTauri driver cannot get away. Thanks for the 10 likes, by the way. But I don't mind seeing more, so if you are here, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Would be very nice. Axe is also the one to get close to the drivers fighting for position number even 4, because everyone is very close to each other. This is literally, as it's called, DRS train. As Axe had a contact with Tamtam, but it was very little. I'm just watching. Yep, formation lap. And Pricky was breaking the boards. Meanwhile, Finlay and Yagijan have got a battle, and the Ferrari driver got ahead. But Yagijan overtakes back. Also, Gul has done a move on Brett to get first. So we have now Gul being promoted by one place, and Yagijan stays on the same after the DRS zones. As Yagijan nearly spins into the third last corner, and he continues going. Gul is already in the pits. I think he may go for hard tires, so we will switch into the tires view. Or maybe he's going twice. He's doing twice mediums. Yes, that's right. There is no chance, literally, of surviving on the mediums from lap 6. The one mediums, of course. Gui will get back on the track on only position number 16. Axa overtakes Patrick for the 9th place. These two were fighting for the 2nd place in the championship, but in the penultimate race it was the Romanian already getting the 2nd for sure. Javier overtakes Patrick for the 10th. And now it's going to be the Italian driver trying to overtake Axe. We're going through the sector 3. As you can see, there is a colorful snake starting on Finlay, finishing on Luke. So it's started and finished by a Ferrari. Yagjan goes into the pits, nobody else decides no, there is Patrick going for it. He goes for a pit stop. As now this made some people promoted, such as Vilzu, who is now 4 places up, comparing to the start. Everyone starting on Julian finishing on champ is 2 places up. And to be completely surprised, it's completely surprising that we had no major incidents in the lap 1. Tantam is about to be overtaken by Axe. As now he's still behind. So Tamtam was also in the DRS. On Virzu. And now Tamtam is making a move on the Finnish driver. We get position number 6. That was usual DRS move. As now Virzu is in danger of being overtaken by Axe, who is on medium tires, which last longer. They might be slower, but at this point I don't think there is a much difference between them. There's a difference in the tire wear, and this can make Axe overtaking Virzu. And he goes literally wheel to wheel into turn 1. Can we see tires? There we go. No, this is stops. There we go. Guil makes the fastest lap on the mediums. And Vilsk has also another place. We are already in lap 8. I wonder if there will be driver strength to make a soft medium strategy, such some of the drivers have done in F2 division, like Unknown or Wojna, which worked for them. Personally, I have done the 2 stop, soft, medium, soft. It did work for the 7th. But we'll see the strategies right here. As Virzu is able to overtake Axapack? No. Maybe he'll do it on another straight, because the exit is the most important thing about this corner, about this chicane. As he goes ahead or no? He has DRS, but it seems that he has no ERS at all. As you can see, most of the drivers are actually, only Champ has more than 50%. On the top, of course. I'm just checking again, yeah. Okay, I have decided that we'll go to Loki and the Westerhouse battle for the 10th. Strategies are quite interesting around this track. Yeah, you have a lot of possibilities. You can go medium to hard, you can go hard to medium, you can also go soft medium medium, soft medium soft. There's a lot of options. It all depends on your tire management and pace, which one you will choose. Mark Kubota show gap to leader, but it's 8/10. There you go. Javier is about to attack Virzu. Maxwell has got second, 3-second time penalty. And as you can see, yep, Javier is way faster than the racing point, and he goes for the A. This is the point where the medium tires are paying off with being significantly faster. And that's why Axe is still trying to overtake Tam Tam. Still a bit too far. No, I didn't want the fastest up, but it's nice to get known about that. It's still... There's a battle between Champ and Trust Mike. For the 4th place, is the Hut going to make a move? Not this time. But there's also Tam Tam going for it. The Belgian driver looks also for an opportunity if something happens at front of him. And Trust Mike stays 4th. Oh, there's a contact between him and Champ. Fortunately, nothing major in here. We have yellow flag sticker 2, it's Breaky Span. And they have multiple drivers very close to each other. Trust Mike has kept the 4th. One of the racing point was faking going to the pits. We have again battles because, as you can see, Luke is going wheel to wheel with Westerhouse into turn 23. And Westerhouse loses 2 places and 2 corners, but he still goes alongside Vilzu. I think this is the time where Vilzu, yes, he makes the move. He has the battle line. He stays ahead for now at least, because now there is the Dutch driver right on his tail. Meanwhile, Guil is watching this. As Westerhouse overtakes Vilzu, they are very, very close to each other. There's another episode of the battle going very soon. We will move to the front because there is also Javier trying to make a move on Tam Tam. He is right on his tail again, but he couldn't make any move. Meanwhile, Axel has gone into 4th. Guil is about to overtake Wester. Reminder that he is on the pressure tires, which are only 3 laps old. Wester is on the medium since the beginning of the race. Both drivers fight. Guil makes the move down the inside. And he gets the P12? Not yet. He stays behind Wester. Now he's going for it. Wheel to wheel again. There was almost a contact between him and Wester. Loki with 3 seconds, Guil on the P12, Vilzu into the pit, same as Tam Tam, Brett, and Julian and Finlay. Meanwhile, watching the battle for the 3rd, Champ and Strasbeck are the only ones to still stay on soft tires. Now, I wonder what is the strategy for Axe and the rest of the medium runners. It might be mediums to hards, but they also can try mediums to softs directly. Vilzu is going for the new soft tires. Tam Tam is on the new mediums. What about Maxro? Because he's in the pits again, he goes for hards. I believe that Trust Mike's and Champ strategy is to go soft medium for 1 stop. Champ completely cuts this corner to get 3-second time penalty. And Guil overtook Loki. What about this time? He's going for a move on Luke to get position number 5. Easy one. Now he's another target to overtake his Javier, and the rest of the drivers fighting for the 2nd. Of course, provisionally, because they will pit sooner or later. Guil also has done a great kind of a major undercut by 5 laps on Brad. I'm going to check the gap, which is... Oh! Javier has got the wing damage and he lets everyone by and he will pit. Probably. He does. You can see he has to change that wing. Also, all the top 3 drivers, Trust Mike and Champ are in the pits, so charging from softs. Now the question is to which tires? Mediums for Trust Mike, and for Champ, it's also mediums, so 1 stop it seems. Sector 3, yellow flags, max or spun. You have some position changes going on here. Yellow flags in sector 3, it's max again. He's going back on the track. I have been switching the cameras a couple of times, but you can see that Axe is over 3 seconds ahead of Guil. And Guil seems that he will not overtake Axe that soon. Reminder also that the Alfa Romeo driver has no penalty. Yellow flags in sector 3, Max row is spun again. This time on the start-finish straight. Out of the last corner. Four tenths is separating Cloakey and Westerhouse. This is how close Loki is to Luke, the Season 2 champion. Axe has got a 3-second tire penalty, so I was talking that he has no penalties, now he has one. And Guyu has already regained over a second. So it seems he will overtake the Alfa Romeo driver soon. Julian has done the fastest lap on the medium tires. Trustmike has got 3-second tire penalty. So we have 7 drivers with no penalty for now. Max is spun again. Seems to struggle around the Yas Marina. We have a full safety car. Okay, just let me say, Mexico's wing damage. Just let me predict it. We have a full safety car. Okay, Mexico has no wing. And Patrick has got a driver for spinning under SC. So Alfa Romeo driver, the champion of season 3 and 4, the defender of the title, has now brought out the safety car. He continues racing, so technically saves him. That's a very big of an advantage, because he can now pit with a little chance to be lapped. Also, this can work for Axe, for Luke, Loki and West in terms of pitting. They can now pit for Hutz and go until the end of the race. This is only their decision. And Axe goes for the pits for real. Same as Guil, same as Luke, Loki and Westerhouse. Yaki shall go to the pits as well, so there will be a double stack. Brett is now taking the lead, so this safety car is helpful for the Haas driver to become the first one to win in 2 different races of this season. Because, just reminding, nobody has won 2 races yet in Season 5 in F1 division. It was Julian in Japan, it was Vilzu in Australia, it was Luke in Singapore, it was Tobias in Azerbaijan, and Brett in Bahrain. Now it's time for Brett to get a second victory, it seems. Tatum has got 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. How are your predictions now? This is the question. Westerhouse has gone for soft, seems low-key, so they are probably going for a 2-stop. Which means they will try to go for the soft tires. Julian was very close to touch Brett, but just very close. The top 3 has stayed out. Guil is on 4th place, so it seems there has been a little bit of a stack because of Max's pit stop. That's why Axe is only 8th. And there are only 5 drivers with no penalty. We are actually waiting for Maxro to get back on the grid, to fight back on for the places. Champ is actually kind of lucky, because he has pitted now, he has a safety car. And we are halfway through the race. This is getting interesting. I'm just checking if the settings are actually working. Maybe I'll just make a bit higher sound of the game. And we are going one more lap with a safety car. Bernd Maylander is going to drive in 2021 with an Aston Martin in half of the races. I just wonder how it will be, what will be in the game. Is it going to be half of the races with Aston Martin as a safety car and half of the races with Mercedes, or will just have the Mercedes AMG? Ferret goes in the pits. This is an interesting strategy because why now? Now he's about to be almost last. Mark Botta and Javier both are pitting. What's going on? Javier's just changing for softs, but there's no chance of them surviving until the end of the race. Ferret goes for mediums, so we know that he will go until the end of the race with that. Marco Botta is on the 3 laps old mediums. He also might survive the race. The one who is the winner of the safety car is Maxter anyway, because he was close up by a lot to the rest of the grid. Almost everyone is on the new tires, or like fresh tires. Nobody has older than 3 laps old mediums. Now as you can see, the gap of Maxwell to the rest of the grid is only 20 seconds, so he is gaining by that very big time. He's actually saving his race chances. Are we going to safety car? No, there is no safety car in this lap. One more lap with Bernd Maylander, it seems. So we are about to restart the race in the next lap, I believe. No, there's safety car suddenly in this lap. What just happened here? Maxim is close to the grid, and we have the restart out of nowhere suddenly. So how Brett is now going to lead this? Because this is a very interesting option that it has happened right now. I really thought we'll have one more lap with Bernd Maylander, but here we are, racing again in Yas Marina. Brett keeps the lead. Some of the drivers still warming up the tires. Yellow flag sector 3, but it's just drivers restarting. And Brett keeps the lead. Their start time was quite right behind Guil, but he seems back to be around half of a second behind. Trasek wants to make a move on the Belgian driver. We will see if this one will work. They are actually one of the closest battles right now. Javier fights Marco Botta, but we will stay with those two fighting for the 5th. Also, Gui would like to make a move on Finlay, it seems. He is very close to Ferrari. Loki overtakes Axe. This is an advantage of the softs on these first laps. And this is also a reason why Loki got ahead of the French driver, who's now trying to make a move back. Still stays behind. And Luke had got a contact with Axe. It cost him losing another place. Now he fights Yagijan, and Champ also looks for a move as well. They are going wheel to wheel. This is a very risky place to do it. But it's Champ going down the inside, probably keeping the position number 11. Yes, he does. We will stay with Westerhout and Axe. Fighting for the 8th. This is the time for the Dutch driver now to overtake The French one in Alfa Romeo. Patrick goes to the pits, probably a damaged front wing. Wojtinho tried to go around the outside, but it didn't work. We have now a train behind the Alfa Romeo. Wilson tries to overtake Jagisan. There was a contact. Jagisan is behind. And he has a wing damage. So he'll be probably forced to pit again. Barrett fights Javier for P15. And Mercedes driver goes away at the front. Will tries to make a move on Finlay for the third. He stays behind, but now he has way better exit. This can help him getting into third. Yes, he goes for it. And it seems he will stay on that position. It's true. Also we have a free white. And to the turn 11, Luke gets a 3-second time penalty. And now Westerhout gets contact with Luke, making Luke overtaking the Dutch. And Champ also tries to make a move on the Wester, who also gets a 3-second time penalty. Wester tries to move back, to make a move back, but he still is out of the points. Seems not to make any moves very soon. Even though he's on soft tires, DR is enabled. He doesn't use it to gain as many time as possible. As much time. It's now low key. Oh, Yellow Flag 6-3. We were talking about Max Rowe having a chance to get back on the grid. He spins again on the same corner. Now he will fight Patrick. We are now moving for the battle to the 8th, because it's Luke going for it on Axe. Max is overtaken by Patrick into the hairpin. There was a contact between Champ and Wester. There's also Vilzu, Jagisan and Tricky looking for a move there. And don't forget Javier being right behind. I think it's time for Champ to make a move and then gets 3-second time penalty. Luke cuts the corner completely to avoid the contact. As there's a battle between the Ferrari and Champ. Both drivers stay on the same places. There was massive contact. There were a couple of wing damages out there. I believe that's a McLaren and Red Bull. Jagisan is on the P17. Ferry de Souza can use this chance to get it to point. Maybe he will fight Javier. Ricky goes to the pits. Same as the Red Bull driver. Yellow flag sector 3. Again, but I don't see an apparent reason for that. Patrick makes the fastest lap of the race, so at least it's 1 point. I'm now switching to the battle for the top places because Yellow flag sector 3 again. Maxro DNFs, retires in the pits. That's why there's a yellow flag. Ricky will still fight. I think there's almost no chance for Loki to survive that match on soft tires. He will struggle at the end. Vilso is closing to Westerhouse. There's still a battle going on here. Nobody can overtake Axe on hards. Guy overtakes Julian for the second, but we'll stay with here. Yellow flag to 2 and 3. Guy is spun. Yep, he's only 7th. There has to be an incident between him and Julian. Axe still stays P8. This is very surprising, because he has 4 drivers right behind him, willing to overtake. Brett gets the first 3-second time penalty of the race for himself. This is still not damaging his winning chances. Champ gets 3 seconds as well. We could see that corner cut, or actually exiting track limits. Luke goes to the pits, and it will be probably soft tires. According to the current standings, I don't believe that Racing Point is keeping the constructors' lead. They have AlphaTauri right behind, as I remember, and they are now going way better than the guys in the pink car, because they are 2nd and 5th, as Racing Point is 6th and 10th. When we move to the front again, Yagzhan goes to the pits. For me, soft. I believe there will be some people trying to make the fastest lap of the race. Julian probably now sees that there's a chance of winning with Brett on track, not by... because he also has a penalty. Wester is about to overtake Wheels as well. He's now going for the move down the inside. There was not enough space to make it. I'm now heading to the battle at the top again. Everyone has done at least one stop, but there are a couple of people with 2 or 3 even. There's Loki gaining 10 places right now, and I also see the gap to leader. If Loki would pit right now, he is now 2.8 behind. He would be around P15. Ferret fights Marco Botta to turn 2, so there's a battle between teammates. I hope there will be no accident, because it is so vital for them to get some points to the constructors. Elon is only 1/10 behind Brett. It all depends on the exit of this corner. I believe that Brett got a better one. But Julian has DRS. And more ERS than Brett. He can use it, but he's still too far to make a move. We are now watching the penalties, because we want to keep it until the end. Javier overtakes Wester. Time for someone to fit wet tires to make it interesting, I think. Well, did somebody in the lower division put wet tires for real? There's a fight for the 9th place currently, because Champ is 2 seconds behind Axa. Axa's strategy seems to pay off. Luke gets 3-second time penalty again, because it isn't the first one. The gap between Virza and Javier is around 2/10. Okay, maybe it's 4 now. That's probably because of corner. But you can see how close the drivers are. Luke gets 1:36.2. As the fastest lap of the race. At least for now. Ferret gets 3-second time penalty. And there are only Virza and Patrick with no 3-second time penalties for multiple warnings. We switch to Brett and Julian. There's also a chance for Loki and Tamtam on Trustmake to win. Guru gets closer and closer to the British to make a move for the position number 7. He was almost spun again. Still came P2 somehow. Well, during the raids, you mean? This was an interesting strategy, to be honest. Wheels is also about to make a move on Champ. You can see that Racing Point driver seems to struggle a bit behind Haas driver. I'm moving back to the front of the grid because Julian is still on DRS of Brett. There's a high chance that we will see somebody winning for the 2nd time in the season, and it's between Brett and Julian. the leaders of the championship. The gap between them is only 1 point, which actually means this race can be also decided for the lead of the championship, the further part of the season. Ricky gets 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. There are still only 2 people with no penalty. Okay, I'll switch to go with Loki because the Red Bull is going to make a move. Not yet. But now he has way better exit. He spun and he's crushed completely, causing the virtual safety car. He's got a bad exit. He's got a pretty good exit, but he touched Loki, and he crashed out completely, calling out the virtual safety car. To be honest, it's a full safety car situation. What on earth just happened here? That's a great chance for Guru to overtake Loki finally, for the 6th. Not this time. The F1 Esports Challengers driver is out of the race on lap 23. We have green flags back on. We're racing again after this virtual safety car. I believe that some of the drivers hoped that there will be a full one after this crash, but that was a heavy one. This might also mean no points for Red Bull, and Fuso still is about to make a move for jump, but still not going for it. Medium wet soft is the new strategy around Abu Dhabi. Well, nobody is using it, but I believe that could give a victory. As right now, is it the time feels to overtake champ? No, because there's a chance to DRS zones. I will move to the battle between Julian and Brett. Julian seems to close to the British driver, but he still stays behind. It all depends on the exit once again. This exit might be deadly. We have seen why a lot before. But it's just a bit worse for Julian than for Brett. 3/10 is the gap. And it seems to stay after these 2 DRS zones. It all is down to penalties in the grid which is that close. Wilson finally managed to make a move on champ and get 8th. Also, Wester has been going with Marco Botta. I don't know if Marco Botta is trying to overtake, but that's another will to will. We still stay with Julian and Brett. Marco. Okay, Westerhouse is spun on the sector 3. This causes him losing a couple of places. Marco Bot also receives 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Patrick manages to overtake third, who goes to the pits, probably for the soft tires. I cannot think of myself if he is going for the new front wing. I just check it out. Yep, he's going for it. Well, that was... There goes his chance for the first points in his Aero career. It's a challenge in the Aero F1, but still, it could be this time. Julian, is he trying to make a move on Brett? Not yet. Again, it goes down to the exit. He has plenty of ERS. Is he going to use it all in the last lap or last 2 laps? Because Brett has barely any. He's like he has like 15%. Still, we have the DRS train of 5 drivers. Locks over, losing over 2 seconds. Champ is, Axe is slowly getting closer. Champ fights Javier from position number 9. And Champ has also wing damage, it seems. I need to... Yep, he does. So if he brings the point, it's a success. But you can see that he has the penalty and Patrick doesn't. Luke has got another penalty. So we'll switch to the top again. Julian is faster than Brett. We can see that. But is he saving his energy until the last lap? He's over 60%. I'm still reminding about that. Finlay is the one also with Tantam and Trasmek to make a first victory. It all is down to those 3 last laps of Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And Julian is actually finally making a move on Brett for the first place. But now Brett has a chance to go back to the lead, as he now has additional power named DRS, actually drag reduction system. Lower downforce equals more speed. Is it going to pay off? He's going will to wheel into turn 1. And there has been maybe a very little contact, but Julian keeps the lead. That he might keep it also until the end of lap 26. There's still 2 laps to go. And now Julian is the one to get the chance to win for the 2nd time in this season, making himself the first driver to make it. Jump with 3 seconds again. He's out of the points. Oh, there was a little bit of slide, but you can see that Julian is already a second ahead. We can see how much time did he waste actually behind the British driver. Now he's way faster, he's on the way to win. TomTom is looking for a podium as well. As he was about to make a move on Finlay, didn't work out for now. Now he has DRS and also a bit of ERS. Now it's all down to 3 DRS zones. Julian is almost 2 seconds ahead of Brad. Westerhouse gets a 3-second time penalty and Patrick fights jump for the 10th. He goes ahead of the British driver. Samus Luke fights Marco Botta, will switch to that. And Luke almost spins. But Marco Botta tries to re-overtake the Ferrari and he makes it. Champ also makes a move back on Patrick. It's not going well for Brad. He's losing and losing. Maybe he knows that he only has 6 seconds. Maybe because we don't know. We cannot check the penalties. Last lap of Abu Dhabi Grand Prix happens right now. Who's going to win? It's going to be Julian. Brad, or maybe there will be a plot twist and somebody else will go for the victory. Is it now Trasmek? Going to make a move on TomTom. There's a gap of 0.5 of a second. He has very little power. TomTom seems he will use all of it on the last 3. This is that lap where you can use all of the power you have. He has better exit than Finlay. And he uses DRS as well. Finlay also is at the gap less than 1 second. Nobody makes a move in here. Julian is losing. Now he's only 1.4. I can't check the tires. All of them on the top 4 have 16 laps old mediums. I doubt if one will get the puncture. But what if? Because we're going to cross the line with Julian. We're going to be the first driver to win twice in Season 5. He wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Brett is second. We have Finlay, TomTom. Trasmek goes 4th. Overtaking TomTom after penalties. Loki goes P6. Then we have Axe. Yellow's Axe got 3 and 3. Freaky is out of the race. Ferret is spun. There has been an incident. Filso finishes 8th. Then we have Javier and Champ. Fighting for the line with Patrick. Patrick goes P9 after penalties. Marco Botta almost actually makes a 360 on the line. The last two are Jagish and the Westhouse. Are battling for the P14. Julian extends the lead. And there we are with Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So as Julian extends the lead, Brett is getting 19 points anyway. And then we have Finlay with debut on F1 debut on the podium. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. You can see the podium celebrations, but I'm not watching it. I'm just checking the standings. I just trying to remember what I have typed. Luke has gone ahead again for the fastest lap. Loki has done 8 points. There is Tam Tam with 10. No podium yet. There's Goyle with a heavy DNF. Twice no points for Prick and Ferret. There's a DNF as well for... No, Javier has done 1 point, as I remember. You can now see the results. Yep, Javier has done 1 point. Trustmike has got 12. Guir has DNF, same as Max. Champ no points. And there we go. With the standings, which are Julian 90 points, Brett 83. Even though I have thought that there will be a couple-wide battle for the championship, it's now probably down to 2 drivers, Julian and Brett. Is it Brett actually starting on pole today? Yeah. Okay, there is the race gone. I'm going for the conference, you know. Okay, F1 conference. There we go. There I am. I'm still connecting, to be honest. Yep. I'm stuck in this room. So I cannot connect to the F1 conference. But I can connect to the commentary room. This is very weird. Yep, I'm back. Julian, Brett, Finlay, voice chat, Discord. I hope I have put the conference thing on the board. Yeah, I did. 0 points Renault, 0 points Williams, 10 points McLaren. There has also been no points for Red Bull for the first time this season. AlphaTauri has scored 37. It's very impressive. 19 points for Haas, 16 for Ferrari, 6 plus 4, 10 for the Racing Point, 6. 8 plus 4, it was 12 points for Racing Point, and Patrick with Javier Mercedes 3. That's it about the standings. No, I didn't want this. I did want this. AlphaTauri kind of dominant currently. And my console is shouting like hell. My sore is gone. Okay. Is it actually a sore or a throat? I don't know. Join the conference. They think really this is on PS4 voice chats? It's not anymore since I'm streaming in here. If they will not join until 30, no conference, I don't care. You're in the race, you're great, Sasiaki-san. I mean, this has been a couple of something. Maybe I turn off the audio because... yeah. Bread, Julian, Finlay, join any voice chat in this server. I'm done. This is just me hitting the microphone a little bit. But I still have 2 minutes until that happens. I mean, can I? Yep, we have the conference, yay! Hello, the race winner. Just making sure we can hear you right now, say something.
Hello, 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 hello.
Okay, works.
You probably hear me.
Yep, I can hear
Where are the
you.
others?
It's just kind of a... you were kind of a... back behind Brett for most of the laps.
Yes. Yeah, I was just just managing the ERS, just that I had like 60 at the end, so I could just easily pull away, you know. And yeah, that happened. So pretty nice win. Not a lot of overtakes, but yeah.
Yeah. This safety car has completely surprised you, right? Like there was nobody retired, and there goes SC. It was Max Ross.
I really thought the two stoppers were like OP. I thought they were like gonna end up on the podium, but it didn't happen.
And it seems it all went to the tire management.
Yeah.
Some guys pitted for the softs, right?
Yeah, they did.
I just wonder
GG,
how.
Brett.
I just wonder how did Loki manage to stay on the soft since the middle of the race.
I don't know. He's crazy.
Yeah.
How much lap did he do on those tires?
Since
Like
the safety car, so 14 or something.
Wow.
I got scared in F2 when I hit 45.
I hate DRS with a passion now. Oh, I just
How much ERS did you have? Like lap
like
26?
Nothing. Like I wasn't saving. I couldn't save ERS at all.
Well, you were going pretty slowly the last 4 laps.
I was, yeah.
You were like managing ERS, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, my tires.
But,
my tires.
great race,
shot. Yeah, well done.
And Ghoul just ruined his own race. I don't know what he did.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I was just turning into the corner. Yeah. Next thing I know, there's been a huge.
He just crashed into you. He just made a big
I didn't know who hit me. I knew someone hit me. I was like, "What has happened here?" I was just turning into the corner. I didn't realize anyone was even that close to me.
Yeah, you like DNF'd or something.
Can I say the fun fact? It's actually, I shouldn't ask as an winner, but actually a supreme leader. But still, Julian, congratulations! You are the first driver who has won twice this season in F1.
Yeah, happy well, this is actually the second race I didn't make mistakes, so yeah. Like the last couple of races weren't that good for me. Well, considering the points pretty normally, but
So basically, no mistake equals a victory for you, Julian, right?
yes, it pays off pretty nice.
To be fair, I think this is the only the second I haven't made a mistake in as well.
Well, we weren't driving consistently this season. I hope it's coming right now because now the great tracks are coming. Hungary.
Oh yeah, I love Hungary.
Yeah, there will be Hungary, there will be Austria. We have finished the Asian
Except-
part of the
There's
calendar.
there's still Monaco coming, so me being on pad,
Oh no,
I'm
this
not
looked
looking forward to
crazy.
that one.
Fuck. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
but
retire.
I don't. It's so unfair though because on pad, like Monaco is the one track where it's just like if you're on pad, it's just game over really.
I can imagine. You should switch over to a wheel then.
I would, but I just don't have the money.
So,
Wait, what's this? My teammate. Wow. He
there has
actually
been a
finished
couple of
P4.
events today. Has anybody seen the crash of Gul, or you were too far at the front?
No, I didn't see that.
So you are at the front.
Well, I saw the yellow flags, but
Yep, that was a heavy crash because Gul had got a good
What?
exit.
Wait, was
What?
it Max that caused the safety car?
Yes.
That is just embarrassing. Like that's actually embarrassing.
I
'Cause that
really
man
thought
was
we
just-
were. Yeah, I really thought we were just lost there. We just lost the race there, but
Same. So
in
did
the
I.
end, no.
Like that, he was just doing donuts on the start-finish straight and caused the safety car. That's
No, it was in Sector 2 causing an NSC. Like, he got probably a bad exit and he finished with no wing.
But he was doing donuts at one point.
Okay, this is getting interesting. Anyways,
I'm just.
any answer about driver of the day for you except yourself?
I don't know where everyone finished, so.
Same. I
didn't
don't
really look
actually
at
know what happened. I was about to say, did anyone do like a last to fourth or something?
Well, I
Let
started
me s-
P4.
Yeah, I'd
Really
say- I'd
bad
say-
quality again.
If you ask, it was the man with most positions up, low key from P16 to P6.
That's not bad considering the fact the meter boards were broken and he's no line. But I still think Julian's
Yeah.
driver of the day.
He's
Fourth
performing
to
really
first.
great this season, low key.
Mm-hmm.
He improved a lot. Like, wow.
Also, the standings of the drivers are getting pretty interesting. It seems that you are the two fighting for the championship this season.
Yes.
Yeah, 6-point lead you've got. Yeah.
7.
7? Wait, did you get driver of the? Fastest lap as well?
No.
No, then it should be 6 because I got pole.
Wait. But 18, 25, that's 7. And I
Yeah,
had...
but you get a point for pole.
Oh, yeah, and you had pole, yeah.
Mm.
Then it might be 7 or 6.
7. In the third stage,
Yeah.
split with 53, so you can see the gap.
Oh yeah, no, it is 7. It is 7. I did my maths wrong.
So yeah, I think
Yeah, 'cause he went into the race even on points.
I believe actually this is the end of this conference. Kind of short one. Only thing is that my throat is gone, or is it sore or is it throat? I just wondering.
Is it what?
Sore throat. What is
Good.
the thing that pains? Nobody knows?
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's my throat gone. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for watching, thank you for racing. We'll see you next week in Hungary, starting with F5 and F4 on Friday, 6 PM UK. And actually that's it. We will see you in